Bertie is here to confront her mother. Bertie, why don't you tell me what happened?
My earliest age of memory of abuse is starting at the age of 5. My mother would beat us. She literally tied me down to a bed, used a sex toy on me, and after she was done, made me a burrito and told me that's what little boys do to girls. By the time I was 6, she videotaped me and my sister committing sex acts directed by her on a videotape. All this happened in Ohio. I went to a teacher. I couldn't take it anymore. I was trying to find help. My mom had pretty much scared off all the family. We weren't allowed to see anyone. We weren't allowed to go anywhere or do anything without her. Well, I came home from school one day and she was packing up everything. Like, we gotta go. There's bad people coming after us, and while we're on the run, your name is Harley and Becca's nickname is Scooter. We ran to Florida. The sexual abuse still went on. She would beat us, and then after she was done beating us, she would reward us, like with ice cream. She never owned up to anything. Still to this day, she still don't. When I was 9, that's when the tape was found. They sold a trailer, and the tape happened to still be in the trailer. And the gentleman that had bought the trailer seen the images of me and my sister in interaction of sex acts with each other, and he turned it into the police. And everything just happened so fast. Like, we were ripped from her custody. Then it went to court where we were subpoenaed to testify against my mother for the tape. Still to this day, she doesn't believe she did anything wrong. It's my fault. I did it. I've lied. I made my mom serve 13.5 years on a lie. Nothing I could have said in that court would have got her 13.5 years if that videotape never came across.
This isn't somebody, you know, you're not an adult making these claims. You were 11 years old,
yeah,
testifying in court. Why would you lie at 11 years old?
I don't know. Because I'm vengeful. I was a horrible child, according to her. I lied all the time, and I wanted to see my mother go to prison.
But I'm just wondering, any crazy chance that you would have a relationship with your mother?
No, none. Definitely not. Mm-mm.
Do you feel she did enough time in prison?
Definitely not. I think her and that gentleman should have spent their whole life in prison, but that I'm not the judge.
Well. You haven't seen your mother in 20 years.
Correct.
I went to prison in 1999 for having a tape of both my children. On the VHS tape was both my daughters naked. The judge gave me 13 years for it. The guy that I was with was on the tape telling the children what to do, and I was not home at that time. The feds first came to the house and they asked me to testify against my husband. And then next thing I know, I'm involved in it too. I was on probation for possession of child pornography. While I was on probation, my oldest daughter was going around telling people terrible things about me, like I molested her. She was telling people that I was in the tape. She was telling people how much she hated me. She was telling people that I was selling her off to other men. She was telling people that I was beating her, which I wasn't. And I went to see Birdy one time while she was in foster care. And she told me that the man of the house was going to prison, and if she had her way, she would send me too. Last time I saw Birdy, she was actually 11 years old, and she was up on a stand. And before Birdy came out to the stand and I took it to trial, my youngest came up and got on the stand, and she said, Birdy said I should lie on Mom, but I'm not going to do that. But when Bertie got on the stand, she started telling tales left and right. She told him that I held her down with a sock in her mouth while had his way with her. That was a lie. She said that I was there filming, and I was not. That was a lie. I would like the family to know that Bertie has lied on me. I want to clear my name. I've already paid the price. I've been to prison. I've done my time.
Hi, Steve. My name's Becca. Bertie is my sister, and Minnie is my birth mother. What me and my sister endured when we were little is something that you just don't put kids through. It's something that most mothers protect their children from. And it's something that we have received consequences for too. It's something that we have lived with on a daily basis. You know, we have self-doubt from it. We have trust issues. We have guards up. It's hard for us to get close to people. It happened. I didn't put my mom in prison. Her decisions put her in prison. My earliest memory is abuse. 5 years old. Babies don't lie about this stuff. When we had to testify against my mother, we didn't lie about that. It's the truth. And the fact that she can't actually take responsibility for what she has put us through just shows how sick she is.
Did your mother videotape sexual activity involving you? You answered yes. Did your mother engage in sexual activity with you? You answered yes. Today, did you answer those two questions truthfully on your evidence statement? You answered yes. Regarding your evidence statement today, did you answer those two questions truthfully? You answered yes, and the results came back that you told the truth. Were you ever present when the videotapes were made of your children performing sex acts? You answered no. Did you ever tell your children to do anything sexual to each other? You answered no. Did you do anything sexual with either of your children? You answered no. And the results for your lie detector test is that all the results came back the same. They came back that you didn't tell the truth. But you told us that you did do it. Now, and again, you did your time.
Yes.
And I only want to ask you this as a father. Were you on drugs at the time?
No.
Why would you engage in such despicable behavior with your own children? And I'm not trying to beat you up right now. I'm not trying to portray you in a good light. I'm asking you, as a father with two children at home myself, that I would lay my life down if I thought a hair on their head was going to be hurt. And I just want to know how you could do that.
I can't honestly say. I just know that I was young back then, and
You cared more about him than you did us. That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
There it was, Minnie. I answered the question for you because we didn't matter at the time. And that's what hurts the most. You were supposed to be our mom. You were supposed to care about us.
and I did.
And I wonder
You're
every
right.
day why
I
God
did.
decided
I
you
didn't.
to be that parent. But hey, thanks. Got to learn about the hard life, so my kids will never have to understand that. Thank you.
I hope this...
It's enough. She finally owned up, and I don't look like a liar no more.
You're not a liar. And I just... Listen, what you did today is courageous. It's got to be so horrible for you to relive this, but this is what you needed. This is what you wanted. And what you are doing today, maybe somebody's out there watching, sees what you're doing, speaking out. Maybe you're going to stop this from happening to another child, seriously.
I hope so.
And you now, I wish you never would have went through what you went through, but you seem like you've gone on with your life. I'm sure you're a great mother, and you're not going to let anything happen to your
Not
kids.
like that, no.
Are you glad that you came today?
Yeah, I'm glad. I got
Did you get what you wanted?
Yes.
All right,
Thank you.
I'm glad. Good luck to you.
Thank you.